Kanbama, John Dis. So for those of you who don't know, that's good evening. I'm John in Japanese. For the past year, I was gonna say few years, but I started learning Japanese January 2018. I've been okay. Well, I literally just explained that. Anywho, this is my new apartment. I actually made a video about this, where I'm gonna start where I was talked about where, hey, I'm gonna start a vlog. This is gonna be about how I just moved in my new apartment, and then I was gonna show the progress of me like getting my apartment together and stuff like that. So in case of you, for those of you who are like looking for that video, yeah, I didn't post that video. I literally made it like 3 days after I moved in, and it's still in my phone, but I just couldn't find. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I couldn't find a good app on my phone to freaking like put it together, because a good app I found wanted me to pay money for it to use more than 3 videos, and I wanted to edit a lot more out of it because I wanted to make a shorter thing at the end or whatever, just because it took a week or 2 longer than I intended. So yeah, so I'm about 3 weeks in my apartment. In the video that I originally made, this Batman was not there. It was just blank. So think about that. Like, we have this like weird door thing right there with like, like as like your only like sense of, oh yeah, well, there's a background, but like that wall right there, there's no Batman. I don't care. So maybe that was a bigger reason why I did not post it, because you need a Batman. It even says, I'm Batman. So anywho, okay, I can show you a tour a bit. I will admit one thing, because right that way, I'm in my dining room.
Yeah. That way, right there, in case, you can't see where I'm pointing, because obviously my hands are out of the camera. Like, okay, so that area, right
there, that's the living room, and it's empty. That, that whole exaggerated motion of trying to point that way. That I have an empty living room. There's boxes and it's gonna be messy, but hey, you know what? Let's go.
3 seconds after I got up. Here we go. So, here's I'm not gonna look too far this way as the light source is right there. I'm not gonna play you guys, I'm sorry. So, yeah, here's some, I'm glad. Glad stuff, clean stuff, boxes, Shogi, the dragon. So, actually, I actually sculpted that, I'm not trying to brag about anything. Some Harry Potter clue, a starter set, but clothes, like a bunch of stuff, emptiness, a box, and, yeah, and then, you know what, here you go, yeah. So, yeah, my emptiness. Here we go. Right over here, this is the kitchen. It's pretty small. It's stocked up over here because as I moved in, guess what, friggin' cockroaches everywhere. So, I've been trying to clean all the cabinets and whatnot. Those are, some are clean. Alright, so anywho, but yeah, I just didn't want to, put stuff in the cabinets until I was sure that they're clean. Still in the process of organizing everything. Here's some emptiness or whatever. Cleaning stuff. I'm showing you guys way too much, but hey, that's what inside my fridge. Okay, I'm not showing what's in my fridge. Closet, I'm not going to show you in there because, it needs to be clean. Alright, so here's my sink. Dirty laundry. This is not my dirty laundry, but, if you look at the video good enough, you can find my dirty laundry. Right here's my room. You know what, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm not going to bring you my room. Guys, okay, let's go, guys. I'm just kidding, no. So, here's the bathroom, if you guys want. That's some random duct tape I have, because when I first moved in, I had no way to put my shower curtain up, so I used duct tape. Now I have, those little ring things. Alright, well, I think I showed everyone enough.
Alright, well, I showed you guys my apartment. I didn't show you my room. I feel like there's more going on in my room than anywhere my apartment, but I'm working on it. Come on, guys, jeez. You know, this is week 3. Literally, you know, I probably should have showed you the first video, and like you would be like, oh yeah, this is a major upgrade. I have a ton of boxes because there's really no place to put stuff. I'm still cleaning over the roaches, which I will admit that they did send an exterminator, so there has been a quite considerable lot of roaches that have disappeared. So, hey. Also now have Wi-Fi. I was originally gonna have like one type that like, okay, so when I got power here, they connected me to someone for a website or for Wi-Fi, and they're like, hey, we can hook you up with Wi-Fi. Do you want TV and Wi-Fi? No, I just want Wi-Fi because I don't watch TV. I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got Crunchyroll, I got friggin' Verve. I'm good. And they're like, okay, so $90 for Wi-Fi. Okay, that's a little bit much. So I ended up getting a freaking like one of those like hotspot things, and I'm like, you know what, fine, I'll do a hotspot for like half the price. F you guys. And then like when I looked it up, when I found out after I get the hotspot and that set up and only had Wi-Fi, so me using my iPad was a lot easier than me using my phone because iMovie. I mean, if there's iMovie on my Android, that would be... Comment down below how stupid I am. But yeah, so I found out that apparently Wi-Fi, if I would have got the Wi-Fi and cable, that would have been $40 a month. How does that even make sense? Like, oh, so you want just Wi-Fi? It'd be $90. But hey, if you want cable, it'd be like $40 with the Wi-Fi. What? Okay, I'll just, I guess I'll take the TV then, or like the channels, but like I mean I would, okay, here you go, here's like okay, thanks, cool. So yeah, that's my apartment and stuff. You guys probably want to know a little bit more about me, cause hey, this guy, yeah, he's wearing like a little baseball tee. Batman. Who do you think he is? Bruce Wayne? Man, I got stupid. Guess what? I am stupid. Now you know me. Okay, actually no. I'm actually originally from Tampa. And like my goal, it was and it still is to become an animator. I went to school for a good, about basically like 7 years, to get my bachelor's bachelor's of fine arts for digital arts. I studied mostly in animation. I did graphic design for my AA. But when I got my BFA, I focused primarily on animation, and also learned a few other stuff too. Because I mean, like you're learning, that's fine arts. You're learning a broad sense of things. I mostly want to be a storyboard artist. So when I moved to California, my goal was to get a job at Warner Brothers, which I did. But like one thing led to another, and now I'm in Athens, Georgia. Like basically, like I got in a car accident, and that just went from after me losing my truck. Everything just kept going downhill and downhill. My friend ended up helping me out, who lives close to Athens, and now I'm starting to get myself back back in the pace of things. So now I got my own apartment, my first apartment ever, and it's empty. But I mean, like, everything I went through, like trying to go to California, because I lived there for a good 3 months, and I lived here, not in this apartment, but here in Georgia for 6 months now. It's been quite a journey. It's been quite eye-opening. It's been, I guess, humbling. I guess might be the word. I don't know. It is something. It is something, and I mean, I guess I guess it kind of bettered me in a sense because I did go through a depression. I did learn to like overcome that depression because, in the sense, the depression was losing. Not like I didn't really lose everything, but the feeling of losing everything, the feeling of having absolutely nothing, the feeling of pretty much starting at ground zero. It was weird because like at one moment I got the job I wanted at Warner Brothers. No, not as an animator, but like working working in the cafeteria. I got I found my own place. I had my own car. Like everything was like so surreal. Like I even like got to see Jaws, with a live orchestra at the Hollywood Bowl. I got to see it for free, and it was crazy. It was like every moment was amazing, and I felt like this is where I'm meant to be. I feel like this is a song or something. So anywho, yeah. So then like the next day, after I checked out this one place, I was on my way home back to my sister's because she let me stay with her. I looked away for a second. When I looked back up, I almost hit like a little post on the side. So I went to turn, which ended up popping a tire. So what that basically meant was my truck was like sliding, and as I'm trying to like put on the brake, because I'm like I have no control at this point. So it's like, here's the medium, here's my truck. On the other side, actually wait. On the other side of the road, and I'm like I'm not stopping. And luckily there was no one like on the road. There were people like very far away, but it was so while I'm on this side of the road, I managed to get back to the medium. I'm trying to stop in the medium, and then I just go on the other side of the road, and then I just crashed in a ditch. I was fine. I walked out on scratch. I'm like, how did I survive this? Like it literally felt like someone like grabbed my truck and it's just like, oops. And then I was perfectly fine, but I just left my truck wasn't. And then it led to the next day, coincidentally was my birthday, my 27th birthday. I had to deal with the tow guy trying to steal my truck. Luckily, my sister and my brother-in-law took charge of all of that because the worst I got of it was a headache, and I just couldn't do it. So, okay, well I guess that's it for this video or whatever. I don't like it. This is gonna be a crappy video. I feel like it might be a little bit better than the last video than I would have originally made. Probably it's a little worse. I don't know, but you know what? I decided to make this video. I'm gonna try to make another video, show off, hopefully be able to show a little bit more where my apartment's at. Update you guys on, hey, this is where my life is now. It's give me a second to figure out where. Okay, so it's Monday, February 11th, 2019, and my apartments are empty after 3 weeks of living here. I gotta get my life together. Come on, guys. Come on, me. I don't know why I'm saying. Yeah. Sayonara. Sayonara. I got it. I know. I got it. I gotta practice that.